Big picture at 10. The story that we are tracking tonight is the influence China wields in the African continent and whether India can counter that. I am now joined by Jude Emeka Chukunalu, member of the Nigerian Delegation to India. Hi Jude, welcome to the show. You heard India's former Foreign Secretary speak. Do you think India can play a more significant role in the region vis-a-vis China?
Yes, I believe strongly that India can have a stronger influence in Africa, but they need to work on it. Point being that the cost of shipment between India and Nigeria is not all that very good for business people, But China has reduced their own minimally in order to compete with any other country that wants to, invest in Africa, and it has been helping them in many ways because in business people want to, have much profit. That is business. When you're doing a business and you're not making a lot of profit in it, it's no longer business. So India has to work towards that subsidy. They have to work towards it. I believe in Indian products, but I would like the product to be well finished, to compete enough with with Chinese products.
So then you feel that the Chinese products have better finishing than Indian goods?
That is one thing that I have noticed, but I believe strongly in Indian products. But I would want the product to be very well finished so that the price will, compete and overpower the one of China.
Jude, sitting in India, we only have newspapers and articles to go by. But tell us, since you are there, it seems from here that there has been growing unease in Africa about the growing influence and power of China. Is that correct?
Well, the Chinese power in the African continent is that they are good in bringing in they're good in bringing in their products very quickly. I don't know how good it is. I don't know how perfect it works, but they are good in bringing in their products and, establishing their marketing strategies very well in Africa. And people have been patronizing them, very well, and they have been growing in many different ways.
Jude, another issue that has come up of late is that of land grabs, about how China is acquiring large tracts of land that is attracting the frustration and the ire of a lot of local farmers. Throw some light on that.
Well, the land grab is not an issue of concern because if business is good for the Chinese people, then they have the right and they have the financial power to acquire lands, property, and other properties in the country. So I'm not seeing that as a problem. Right. If the business is good for them, then they will expand. Right. I expect India to compete.
Some critics even point out about how the Chinese companies, though they're investing, they're not transferring technology to African firms. That is inhibiting the growth of local industry. Is that a fair criticism?
I totally agree with that because empowering manpower, helping Africa to develop the skills, skill acquisition is very important, not just coming to sell their products and not empowering the people of the country, So it's not happening very well, and I think they are facing some kind of problem, especially in Nigeria, due to this issue.
Thanks so very much, Jude, for joining us on The Big Picture. It was a packed show we had.